Let us come to the work energy theorem. So, the statement of the work energy theorem is given here, that is, the change in kinetic energy of a particle is equal to the work done on it by the net force. So, the work done on a particular particle by the net force will be is equal to the change in energy or change in kinetic energy of that particular particle. Okay. So, the proof, let us come to the proof. In the proof, you have to begin the proof with the kinematic equation of a uniformly accelerated motion, that is v square minus u square is equal to 2a(s), where v is the final velocity, u is the initial velocity, a is the acceleration, s is the displacement. You have studied this in the 3rd chapter, isn't it? So, you are multiplying left hand side LHS and as well the right hand side with a half m. Half of m v square minus u square, which is equal to half of m into 2a(s), where just opening the bracket, half m v square minus half m u square is equal to m into a into s. Okay. Where we are considering the displacement s as d. Now, here we will be considering the s as d. Okay. You know that half mv square, that is actually the equation for the kinetic energy of a particular mass of m which is moving with the velocity of v. So, half m v square is the final kinetic energy and half m u square was the initial kinetic energy. So, half m v square minus half m u square is actually the change in kinetic energy, which you got as m into a into s. As we are considering the s as d, it will become m into a into d, where a and d are having the vectors, that means that are vectors, acceleration and displacement are vectors. So, a into d will become vector a dot vector d, vector a dot vector d. Okay. Where mass into acceleration is the force. So, it will become mass into acceleration, that will become vector f dot vector d. So, the kinetic energy, the change in kinetic energy will become f dot d. F dot d is actually the work done, force dot displacement is actually the work done. So, this is the proof for the work energy theorem, which is relating the work and the change in energy, and the definition it is, the statement for the work energy theorem will be the change in kinetic energy of a particle is equal to the work done on it by the net force. You have to remember this one. Now, let us come to the work. Work, that is W is equal to F dot D, okay, where F D cos theta, that is F dot D is equal to F D cos theta. We can write that one as F cos theta into D, where F cos theta is the projection of force on the direction of displacement, where D is the magnitude of displacement. Hence, we can say the work is, if the F and D values, the force value if it is F and D value if it is D, that is F dot D, it is the scalar product of force F and displacement D. In words, if you are representing, the work done will be equal to the product of the projection of force in the direction of D with the magnitude of D, that is actually the work done, the definition for the work done. So, in the point of view of physics, the work done will be is equal, the definition for the work done will be the product of the projection of force in the direction of D, that is F cos theta, with the magnitude of displacement. Okay. Now, let us consider some cases where the work done will become 0. Okay. The first one, suppose we are exerting a force, a necessary amount of force we are exerting, but still there is no displacement. Suppose if I am applying a force upon this wall, okay, there is no displacement happening. So, d value will become 0. Hence, f dot d value will be 0. So, if you are exerting an amount of a finite amount of force, still if there is no displacement, the work done will be 0. But suppose if I am considering in the common way, that means in the common language, if you are using the work done, suppose if I am exerting a force, after some time I will become tired. That means a kind of work is happening over there, but in the point of view of physics, if the displacement is not there, then there is no work done. Okay. Now, the next one, the displacement is happened, but there was no action of force. If you are considering a smooth inclined plane and you are just keeping something upon there, and it will, otherwise in a horizontal plane itself you can consider, and if there is no friction acting, it will slightly move. Okay. That means there is no force acting, but there is still the displacement is happening. Hence, what will be happening? The f dot d, that is the displacement is there, force is 0, that work will be is equal to 0. That means displacement is there, but work value, force value, exerted force value is 0. In such cases also the work done will be 0. The another one is that if the angle between the exerted force and the displacement occurred, if it is 90 degree, then the work done will be 0, that is cos 90 will become 0. Let us consider the centripetal force. Actually, the displacement is acting in the direction of the tangent, but the force is acting in the direction, that is a radial direction, towards the center through the radius. The angle between the tangent and the radius is 90 degree. You have studied that in the lower classes. So, in such case, the angle between the force and displacement is 90 degree. So, in the case of the centripetal force, the work done due to the centripetal force will be which will become 0, as the angle between the displacement and the force become 90, that is f dot d, that is f d cos theta, where theta is 90, cos 90 is 0. So, the work done will become 0. So, these are the major things regarding the work and work energy theorem. In the next section, we will discuss the kinetic energy. Now, just thorough with this much things, and 2 example questions, 2 or 3 example questions were there. Just go through the example questions, direct questions only, go through the solutions also, and try to solve as your own. Okay? Thank you.